Hey guys, welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. I'm excited to be back on the show. Okay, it is Friday afternoon. It's the end of the day, so I know y'all want this tea, and I have it for you. Today we're going to talk about Wendy Williams. Y'all, the Wendy Williams Show, is paying people money to sit in the seats. Okay, nobody wants to watch the show. They're not watching it on the TV. They're not watching it on YouTube. The ratings have gone down the tubes, and they don't even want to show up to be audience members no more. Okay, the show is desperate, and we got to go ahead and talk about it. I want to talk about Cynthia Bailey and Peter Thomas. She dropped a lawsuit. Okay, we got to discuss that. And then I want to discuss the racism that's going on over there at Bravo. Okay, I don't know what the hell is going on with Bravo. I don't know what's going on with Andy Cohen and him and these racial undertones in this book, Not All Diamonds and Rose. Okay, I don't know what the hell is going on with Eboni K. Williams versus Leah McSweeney and Ramona Singer. And who was the other one? Luann. I don't even know Luann's last name. I don't know how to pronounce it. But yeah, they're going through a racist scandal, and yes, I'm calling it racist. Some of y'all think that I talk too much about race. Some of y'all think that I talk too much about COVID. Some of y'all think I talk too much about politics. Some of y'all think that I use the term black women too much. But that's just who I am. I'm always going to dig beneath the surface. Okay, I don't shy away from difficult conversations, and I'm gonna call it out like how I see it. So if you don't like talking about that type of stuff, then this might not be the channel for you. But if I'm talking about a black woman, I'm going to say that she's a black woman. If I'm talking about a black man, then of course I'm going to mention his race. If I'm talking about Eboni K. Williams versus three white women, then yes, I'm going to mention that they are three white women because I think it's very disingenuous and, irresponsible to pretend like race isn't a part of a lot of these issues because it just is. So we're going to go ahead and talk about it. Thank you guys for joining me this afternoon. If you are in the live, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel, okay? And go ahead and click the bell button if you want to be notified when we go live and or post a video. Now, before I got on out here, and the reason why I'm late today is because I was in the bathroom, I was washing my hands, and so I got to figure out which body butter I'm going to put on my ashy ass hands, okay? We do not want to be like Kenya Moore Hair Care by Ashy. So right now I have Celeste's Nest Pumpkin Spice Body Butter. This is a part of their new collection. Okay, if you haven't checked it out, go to celestesnest.net. The links are down below. This one right here is the Fireside Nights. So should I do the Fireside Nights or should I do the Pumpkin Spice Body Butter to moisturize my hands? Y'all let me know in the chat. We got Carla in the chat talking about this is so sad. Which one? Wendy, Eboni? What we talking about, sis? Because it really is. All the topics are sad except for Cynthia Bailey. It seems like she's, with some good news going on with her. Good evening, Juliana. What's going on, honey? We got Cheryl in the building. Shout out to you, babe. We got Lisa. Okay, somebody in the chat said Fireside Night, so that's exactly what we're gonna do. I think a couple of days ago, last week or so, I put on the pumpkin spice. So this is what the Fireside Nights. Now this one is kind of loose, but it's still gonna work. Y'all see that? You only need a little bit. I'm gonna put a little bit more. You only need a little bit. A little bit goes a long way, honey. Okay. And y'all, this stuff smells amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna put it all up on my arm, child. Oh my God. It smells so good. It literally smells like a fireplace, but it's like it has a woodsy smell and it's fabulous. Okay, so if you want to smell like me, go ahead and click the links down below, celestesnest.net. And of course, you can use my code HOA. I believe it's 20% off if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that, but just go put the stuff in your cart, put in the code and see how much you take off. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about Wendy Williams. We have about 100 people in the chat. Like the video. Okay, we should have about 100 likes. I'm going to check it later on in the show, and if we don't got enough likes, we logging off. All right. Anyways, okay, so Wendy Williams, y'all, you know that she's sick. She at first was dealing with some health concerns, and we didn't know what those health concerns were. Then all of a sudden, she had a breakthrough case of COVID, even though some of y'all told me that the lady said that she would never get vaccinated. I didn't hear that, but I'm just going with what y'all had said. So I thought that that was really interesting. And so I guess, seemingly she's vaccinated, but apparently she had caught the covert. And that was the reason why she could not, return to her show on time. And then we found out from The Sun and Daily Mail and Tasha K that she was found in an alcoholic induced coma. She had been drinking every day for some time now, and the lady had to go to rehab. Okay, she had to go to rehab because she's lonely. I guess she was depressed. I don't know what the hell is going on. It may, be due to the fact that she's still upset about her past life with her past husband. It may have something to do with her son, giving his mother an ultimatum. It may have something to do with the fact that she can't find love again, even though she did post her white boyfriend onto Instagram. Okay. And it may have something to do with the fact that the lady is just getting older and she's an empty nester and, life just ain't the same. Okay. So we definitely got to pray for Miss Wendy Williams. All right. But then we found out later on, a couple of weeks later, as they kept pushing the show back, that she was suffering from the Graves' disease and the thyroid and stuff like that, which that's what I said at first. Right? When the show first went onto Instagram and said that she wasn't going to be doing her promotional activities, I came onto YouTube and said, I think it has something to do with the Graves' disease, which I think that is a part of it, right? They only giving us a little bit of the story. But it is what it is. So Winnie got a lot going on. And so we all just need to send out positive vibes. Okay, I can't speak today. Tara in the chat, thank you so much. She says, I love your shirt. Thank you. But yeah, Wendy Williams is really going through it. And then some of y'all under my comments, under my past videos, were saying that y'all think that Wendy Williams is doing the stuff again. Now, I don't know that to be true. Honestly, I can only go by what the show say. And the show said that she had a breakthrough case of COVID. And the show said that she was suffering from the Graves' disease. And so that's what I'm going to choose to believe. Okay? I'm not going to make up just any old everything to come up with a salacious story. Okay? Because y'all know, a lot of y'all be accusing me of the clickbait. Okay, so I'm not afraid of a salacious title, but I'm not gonna put drugs on Wendy now. Okay. Anyways, but no. So the show did eventually come back, but it came back without Wendy. Wendy is still healing. She's still having her health concerns. She's still under watch or whatever. The producers are trying to get her well to return to the show, even though, in my personal opinion, I feel like this is way too much drama for the sponsors and the advertisers. And I think the production company is going to pull the plug, but that is to be seen. But the show did come back, and they've had multiple hosts on the show, including Michael Yo, who's an entertainment, commentator, news reporter, or whatever. They have the fashionista, Bevy Smith. They've had Leah Remini on there from Scientology. Okay, she escaped the church. They also have been featuring Michelle Visage from RuPaul's Drag Race and many other people. Okay, so they've had these other people. They've been doing the show, but ain't nobody watching. Unfortunately, not even Michelle. What's her name? Michelle Visage, Leah Remini. Okay, not even Bevy Smith. None of them people can keep the ratings up because nobody wants to see them. Okay, that's just the honest truth. Nobody wants to see them. Nobody wants to see Michael Yo. Nobody wants to see the panel. Nobody wants to see Jason Lee. Okay, we don't want to see them people. We want to see Miss Wendy Williams because it's called the Wendy Williams Show. Why is we watching a show called Wendy Williams Show with no Wendy Williams? Okay, it makes no sense. You might as well do reruns at this point. Okay, so yeah, nobody cares. Nobody's watching. Nobody's watching on TV. Nobody's watching on YouTube. I just went to the YouTube page. The views are down. Okay, they all the way plunged down there in the toilet. And nobody just seems to be interested in the situation any longer. Now, it's gotten so bad, y'all. Okay, the situation has gotten so bad that the show and the production company is having issues filling the seats in the audience. Okay, which they're not even filling them all the way, I don't think, because of covert. So I'm assuming that the audience is only half staffed. I don't know what I'm trying to say. The audience is only half of the seats are being filled anyways, right? And so I don't think they're trying to fill up the whole studio, but the seats that they are trying to fill, they're struggling with because nobody wants to come to the Wendy Williams show and sit in the audience if Wendy Williams isn't in a purple chair. Okay? So that's just the common sense of it all. And it's gotten so bad, y'all, that the production company, the people over there at the Wendy Williams show, they are paying people to sit in them damn seats. What is going on? What in the hell is going on, y'all? The production company said that nobody is interested. Nobody wants to come. Nobody wants to spend 3 hours up there in the studio at New York City or in New York City. Okay. At the studio all damn morning. You know you got to get up real early. You know you got to stand in line. Y'all know it's cold in New York City at this current moment because it's now October. Nobody wants to do all that if they can't see Wendy Williams. We're not standing in line for damn Michelle Visage and Leah Remini. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, Wendy Williams has a huge Black audience. And so I'm confused as to why there's so many white guest hosts. Let me get on camera for this one. Have y'all noticed that? Like, I'm kind of confused because I think the only Black person that's been, the only full Black person that's been on there is Bevy Smith. I think Michael Yo is half Black, and then everybody else has been white. So just from that, you know, I'm just kind of confused. I see why ain't nobody wanting to be in the audience, because why would I stand in line for Leah Remini, the woman who had to escape the church? Why would I stand in line for the woman from RuPaul's Drag Race? Like, that literally does not make any sense. The least you could do is, I don't know, get Issa Rae or somebody, like, you know what I'm saying? I remember when Keke Palmer once hosted the show for a day or a week or something like that. Can we get some Black women? Okay, there goes that term again, Black women. I had a comment yesterday saying, Aaron, you push this Black woman narrative too much. It seems very forced. Are you trying to trigger Black women? Are you trying to cash in on Black women issues? And I'm like, no. But if I'm talking about Black women, then I just feel the need to mention that whoever the hell I'm talking about is a Black woman. Like, I didn't really see the issue. I mean, I understood what they were talking about, but it's just kind of hard for me to talk about things without inserting the race aspect. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. But in this instance, if Wendy Williams has a huge Black woman audience, why wouldn't you have majority Black women guest hosts? Like, that just doesn't make any sense at all to me. Now, I know a lot of white people watch the show too, okay? But those white people are tuning in to see a Black woman. I'm just saying, okay, let me go ahead and get off the situation. But y'all, this is like the little poster for the show. The producers are in shambles. They can't fill the seats. It says fully vaccinated studio audience needed for the Wendy Williams show. The rate is $75 in cash. Okay? And you have to be there for at least 3 hours. That's 1 hour standing outside, another hour waiting, another hour for the show, and then they're going to kick you out of the studio. Okay, it says we are looking for non-union, which means no actors. No actors. If you have a SAG card, we don't want you. We ain't paying you that much. And that's how you know that the $75 isn't worth it. But they said non-union, fully vaccinated studio audience to come watch a taping of the Wendy Williams show with special guest host Whitney Cummings. Another white woman, might I add. Okay, it says only a few tapings available next week. Nobody wants to see Whitney Cummings, and so they have to pay the people. Okay, they have to pay the people. So how y'all feel about the situation? Why Whitney Cummings? I, I, I you could save your $75 per audience member if you actually get somebody that people want to watch. I mean, you have Lanithia Leaks. Nene is available. She's in the house. She's going up to the Lanithia Lounge every damn day, partying and doing hookah and taking shots with the people. She's available, and the ratings will probably go through the roof. Tamar Braxton. Tamar Braxton has experience in being a talk show host. Why don't you get her? And you can save your $75. Detmar Mercury. Let's see. I am Lakeisha, I think your name is. Shout out to her. She says, in today's climate, how could you not discuss race and race relations? Love the shirt. Thank you so much. Chris for New York governor in 2022 says, if they are willing to allow an unvaccinated religious exempt person, they can pay me. Are you talking about the Wendy Williams Show? Are they allowing unvaccinated people due to religious exemptions? Just simply said, sign me up. I want my $75. I live in New York City. I know that's right. Get your money, sis. Okay? Get your money and stand in that line to see Whitney Cummings, a woman that we are not interested in. Let's see. Clarice said yes for Keke Palmer, y'all. I love Keke Palmer. And she's going to be in the upcoming season of Insecure, which premieres, I think, this weekend. So this Sunday, I believe. So yeah, I love Keke. She's the best. Let's see. Somebody said, get Nene, right? Like, hello, Nene and Tamar should have been the first thoughts in those producers' heads. Like, this is the Wendy Williams Show. We're tuning in to see, a woman of color with blonde hair. Nene and Tamar were perfect for the job. I mean, I'm just saying. Let's see. Just simply said, Keke Palmer is a good choice. Nene. Okay, I agree with you, Dorothy. Nene and Wendy had a fallout, so I am not sure if Nene could temporarily host. Well, Nene could call Wendy up real quick, make amends, make bygones be bygones. I mean, I kind of understand. Well, you know what? You're right. You're totally right about that, because Lanithia went on to Watch What Happens Live and told the people, that nobody would want to see a reality show with Lanithia and her husband. That would be extremely boring. She said nobody wants to see a reality show with Nene talking to her kids. That would be boring, right? And then Lanithia went onto her YouTube channel and said that, Auntie Wendy needed to drain her cankles. So you're probably right. Wendy would not approve of Lanithia taking her purple chair. However, I heard, there were some reports saying that none of the guest hosts were approved by Wendy, right? The executive producers didn't even call Wendy up and say, hey, we're going to have Whitney Cummings on the show. Hey, we're going to have Leah Remini replace you. Hey, Michelle Visage is going to take over on this day. Nothing is being ran by Wendy. So at this point, why not get Nene? Lana says, don't get the issue. If they are black and women, they are black women. Exactly. Okay. Somebody said that I was trying to run down the black woman narrative down into the ground, child. Yeah, it's a mess. It is a whole hot ass mess. Chris says Wendy is irreplaceable. Nobody wants to replace Wendy, but we're saying, like, until she comes back, I mean, you need somebody to sit in a purple chair, or you can do reruns. But if you keep on doing reruns, the production company and the rest of the higher ups and the executives are going to be losing a lot of money, because advertisers are not going to pay, for spots for reruns. They're just not going to do it. Okay, yes, Monique. Lanithia said, I'm going to need Wendy to mind her business and drain her ankles. Y'all know how Wendy's cankles are. I think it's due to her thyroid, her graves, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to make fun of the lady. We're not going to make... Listen, God's Butterfly has a really good suggestion. What about Cynthia Bailey? We all know Cynthia Bailey is right there in the unemployment line, about to collect her extra $600. about to collect her extra $300 a week. Y'all know they got some leftover pandemic money, right? From the what was that law called? That bill, the CARES Act and whatnot. Y'all know Cynthia Bailey is the first one at the unemployment office, or on their line, because I don't even think you can go to the office. But yeah, Cynthia Bailey, she can host a show, right? I don't know why that cracked me up so bad. Garcelle Bouvet is on the rail. They're not going to be switching out and flip flopping on talk shows. So I don't think that they would let that happen. But Garcelle Bouvet would be a great choice if she was not already on a show. Right? And if you are going to get a white woman, how about you get somebody that we want to tune into? Maybe like, y'all going to hate me for this. I think it would not be a bad idea to have Meghan McCain on there. I'm thinking about the ratings. Okay. I'm thinking about white women that black people would actually be entertained by. Meghan McCain, maybe someone controversial like Sharon Osbourne from The Talk, previously of The Talk. Right? Now, I would tune in for Sharon Osbourne, not no damn Leah Remini. Anyways, I know y'all not going to like those ideas, but I just had to put it out there. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about the situation. Somebody said Ellen, bye. Somebody said stop playing. Said Cynthia is too boring. Well, child, we just throwing the spaghetti pasta at the wall and see what sticks. Okay, moving right along. Let's go ahead and talk about. Let's go ahead. Somebody said, "Oh, F no to Meghan McCain. Why not? Meghan doesn't have a job. That columnist gig at the damn Daily Mail is not a real job." Anyways, let's go ahead and talk. Speaking of Cynthia Bailey, I did want to very quickly talk about Cynthia Bailey. She is out here befriending her ex-husband, Peter Thomas. Let me get this picture up. Give me 1 second. 1 second. What is this? Random notifications popping up on the screen. If you are in the chat, please like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and make sure you have your bell button clicked twice so you can be notified when we post a video and or go live. Also, click the links down below. Today, we are wearing the Fireside Nights body butter. Okay, look how cute that is. This one right here is the pumpkin spice. I still got the cover on it. Y'all, look at that. And it smells heavenly. Okay, like a damn pumpkin patch. So go ahead and pick those up. Now, Cynthia Bailey, and I'm not going to stay on this for long. Just quick little 2 seconds. Cynthia Bailey, remember a couple of months ago, it might have been last year. I don't know when this happened, but some months ago, Cynthia Bailey decided to go down to the courthouse. She got herself an attorney, and she decided to sue her ex-husband, Peter Thomas, because he was defaulting on his loan. I believe he didn't default yet. He still had time to do it, but y'all know how, when you file a lawsuit, you do it beforehand. Okay, it's preventative measures, right? Because you want to make sure you get your damn money. Anyways, yeah, I believe Cynthia gave Peter $170,000. Okay, $170,000 loan to buy some property for bar one, bar none, or whatever the hell it's called, right? And I guess he was late on them payments. I guess he was late paying her back. And so she decided to go to the justice of the peace to get her money. Okay, civil court. Well, she dropped the lawsuit, right? She dropped the lawsuit, and according to Radar Online, they're saying, actually, let me read it because I don't want to fuck it up. I don't want to fuck this up. I want to get the terminology right because y'all know I don't know that much about the law, but I do know how to read. Okay, let's see. Where is it at? According to Radar Online, it says, it appears the former couple worked out their issues privately as Cynthia dismissed the case with prejudice which means it cannot be refiled later. Which means if this private deal that she worked out with her ex-husband, Peter Thomas, if that shit don't work out, if he don't end up paying you your money, sis, you can't file that lawsuit again, hun. Okay, you just done lost your money. So it is what it is, right? They say in her original lawsuit, Cynthia said she loaned Peter $170,000 to help him purchase an Atlanta property. She also agreed to give up all rights and interests in Peter's restaurant, bar none. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and put this article in the chat just in case y'all want more information on it, just in case y'all want to read the details. It's really not that deep. I just thought it was interesting and maybe y'all, cared about the situation. So I'll go ahead and drop that down below. Moving right along, let's talk about, who do I want to talk about? Eboni K. Williams. I think I have a picture of her. Let's see. And I normally don't talk about Eboni. I really don't care for Eboni. I think she's boring. Okay. I really don't watch New York City either because I think the show is boring. Right? It's funny how we have Andy Cohen, always coming out against the black women, right? And there I go again talking about black women. It's funny how Andy Cohen always has an opinion when the black women fight, but yet doesn't have an opinion on Ramona Singer and her being disrespectful to black Jewish folk. It's funny how Andy Cohen never has an opinion on, Teresa encouraging that girl to pull on Marge Simpson's pigtails. Right? Andy Cohen never seems to have an opinion when it comes to the fraudulent women of the housewives like Jen Shaw and Erica Jane. Even though he did interrogate the hell out of Erica during the reunion, but he never has an opinion on that stuff, but yet he always wants to say that the black women are reflecting shows like Bad Girls Club and Love and Hip Hop. And then when I go out here and talk about it, being an advocate, okay, for all black folk, I get attacked because I'm using the phrase black women too much. I can't win. Anyways, I want to show y'all this picture. So this is the New York Housewives, right? And I'm going to break this down just in case you don't watch RHONY, because I don't really watch it either. But I'm going to break it down so that you know what the hell going on, okay? So Real Housewives of New York City previously was an all-white show. Even though New York City is a very diverse city, it has all types of people in there. The only women that they ever decided to cast was white women, okay? And so y'all know Sonia Morgan, what's her name? Sonia Morgan, excuse me. All the way to your far left, she is a veteran. You have Leah McSweeney, I think that's her name. She's been on there for a couple of years now. You have the racist chief in charge. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I don't even care. Miss Ramona Singer, I believe she's the only OG on the, well, I think Luann is an OG too. Okay. You have Eboni K. Williams, the first and only black housewife of New York City. And then on the far right, you have Luann, who I believe is also an OG. Now, I believe this past season was season 13, if I'm not mistaken. If you're a New York City stan, fact check me in the comments down below. But this past season, they said that it was the worst season. The casting was terrible. The storylines were terrible. They wasn't doing nothing but getting drunk and arguing and just acting stupid, right? The ratings went all the way down to the ground. But yet, the only person that was blamed for the ratings taking a whole plummet was Eboni K. Williams, the first and only black housewife on the show. Now, why is the black lady being blamed? I gotta be on camera for this one. I want y'all to see my face when I talk about this one. Why is it only the black woman being blamed? If she's the new woman on the show, then, I mean, logically, I think in my head, it's up to Sonia to make the show good. It's up to Sonia to make sure that the ratings are where they need to be. Well, it's really up to Bravo and the producers. But as a talent on the show, you hold more stake, babe. You're getting paid the most out of everybody, babe. So it's up to Sonia to make sure that the ratings are up. It's up to Leah and her judgmental ass, because I did watch a couple of episodes and she's very judgmental, right? And now we finna learn. I'm finna give y'all the tea about how she's switching sides, right? You thought she was an ally for the Black community, and she's really not. It's up to this woman in the middle with the bug eyes, Ramona Singer, the racist chief in charge. It's up to her to make sure that the ratings are where they need to be. It's up to Luann to make sure. Now, I almost guarantee you that Ramona and Luann, they're on the most boring housewife show, but yet they're probably getting paid the most because they've been on the network for 13, 14, 15 damn years at this point. Right? Which makes sense. The longer you're on the network, the more you get paid, right? Whatever. However, you need to work for your paychecks. So it's up to these other 4 women to make sure that the show stays where it's at. But yet, why do I keep clicking to that screen? But yet, Eboni's the only one getting blamed for the ratings. Now, why is Eboni getting blamed for the poor ratings? Which the show is already over. And they didn't have a reunion, by the way. Eboni is getting blamed for the poor ratings because she went on the show and wasn't taking the racist shit from Ramona Singer and the rest of the girls. Countless microaggressions. Okay. Eboni was whisked away with a group of women who are extremely ignorant to a lot of facts and a lot of history and a lot of context and a lot of situations. And so Eboni was a little preachy. Okay, I'll go ahead and give y'all Eboni haters a little bone. She was a little preachy, but I don't blame her. Because if I was supposed to be hanging out with a group of women who I'm, supposed to be friends with and supposed to be getting to know and getting along with, we can't party and hang out and get drunk and act crazy and show our titties all over the place, because that's what they did. If I know that you have some very racist undertones to your statements, if I know that there's a lot of, subconscious, and I hate to keep using the word racism, but that's what the fuck it is. And I'm not going to censor myself today. If there's a lot of subconscious racism, okay, and I can hear it when you speak, babe, why do you expect me to drop my top, put on some pasties, run around naked and drunk on national television if I know you inherently don't like Black people? Or at the very least, you don't understand Black people and you don't care to understand Black people. So the moral of the story is there was a report that came out. Okay, I say all of that to say that there was a report that came out. I believe Page 6, broke the news about this party, right? And yet again, we're talking about this Not All Diamonds and Rosé book by Dave Quinn, which is being distributed by Andy Cohen Books. Okay, Andy Cohen is, in the center of yet another racist scandal. And, they had the little launch party for the book and whatnot. Leah was there. Ramona was there. Luann was there. They were taking pictures. They were getting drunk. They were having fun. I believe the party was in New York, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all fact check me. Right? All three of those white women were there. They were having a blast. And then here comes Eboni K. Williams in her blacked out Chevy Uber. Okay, her black truck XL, Uber XL. She gets out the car. She goes in front of the backdrop, takes a couple of pictures for the paparazzi. She enters the launch party. And as soon as they see Eboni K. Williams, Leah, Ramona, and Luann allegedly had a pact that as soon as they saw her face, they was going to swiftly leave out the party. Y'all understand what's going on? They had a pact that as soon as the first and only Black housewife showed up, that they was going to leave. They want nothing to do with her. They don't want to be seen with her. They don't want to party with her. They don't want to drink with her. They're still salty. They have chips on their shoulders, allegedly, that she brought the show all the way down to the ground because she kept talking about Black issues and social justice issues and Black and politics and shit like that. They are salty. They're mad. They're irritated at the fact that their fun show about white women getting drunk has been infiltrated by a black woman who wants to educate a bunch of y'all fools. I may have to take this video down because I'm getting too polarizing at this point. But if this is true, if this alleged information is true, this show reeks of racism, and I don't care what anybody else says about the situation. Right? I don't know that much about the damn show, but I can tell racism when I see it. Somebody said, you don't even watch New York City. I saw a good 4 episodes and they got mad and upset every time Eboni would say the word black. I know that much. I know they were bummed out that they actually had to take a civics and politics lesson. I know they were mad because they had to do an African American history lesson instead of getting drunk and taking their tops off. I know that much. I saw the episode when everybody was naked running around the Airbnb and whatnot. I saw the episode when Ramona was disrespecting the Jewish people. I saw that part. You are trying to make everything racist, yet you don't even watch because it is racist, boo. It is racist. I've seen enough of it. And I read the article. The article said that they had a pact to ice out the first and only black housewife. That seems very racist to me. I'm going to let y'all ponder on that real quick. What y'all think about the situation? Somebody said, bring back Bethany. Nah, babe, she can stay gone. I don't like her neither. I don't like her. I don't like Aviva. I don't like Jill. I don't like, what's that other Caroline? The model, Kelly Ben-Simone. They can every single one of them, I almost said something bad. Every single one of them women can stay gone. Okay. I don't want to see Bethany. I'm sick of her. Y'all don't get sick of the same housewives leaving and coming back and leaving and coming back. Like, if Lanithia ever comes back to Atlanta, that needs to be the last time. I don't want to see you keep leaving and coming back. You either gonna stay or you gonna leave. Let's see. And if Eboni don't show up on season 14, then you really know something. Hey, Kiki's with Kiki. Lana says Eboni just does not seem like she can let loose and have fun. If I'm not mistaken, when they took their tops off, wasn't Eboni the one having her? Didn't she have her titties out too? Didn't she host the Black Shabbat party and was trying to have fun with a lot of them women? No? Oh, okay. I tuned in for a couple of episodes and I could have sworn she was laughing and drinking and being very, cheery, merry and cheery and whatnot, and very gay, happy. If I'm not mistaken, did I watch? Now, I know I didn't watch all 18 episodes of a show that's on the brink of cancellation. A lot of people didn't. Okay, for those of you in the back of the room talking about some, you didn't even watch. Well, if you watched all 18 episodes, then you were one of the very few, because a lot of people didn't watch this shit show. But I know I tuned into a couple of episodes, and so are you saying that what I saw is what I didn't see? Is that what you're trying to insinuate? Somebody said, how about Jada Pinkett on Wendy's spot? Jada Pinkett already has her own talk show. But I mean, if she didn't, I do feel as though that would be a great idea. Now, I don't know if Leah is racist. I don't know if Luann is racist, even though she dressed up as a black woman for Halloween, blackface. Okay, but I don't remember her issuing an apology like how Kenya Moore had to issue an apology about her Native American costume. Okay. I feel like YouTube is going to demonetize this video because I'm being true honest about the situation. Yeah, I don't know if Leah and Luann are racist, but you can do something racist and you can say something racist, but not be a racist in your heart. Okay. I can say something misogynist or do something misogynist, but I don't think that just makes me an encompassing misogynist. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if they're racist or not. I don't know their hearts. Only God do. But I know that y'all have a little pact allegedly to ice out this black woman. Somebody said, "Damn, your obsession with Kenya is crazy." I thought I just defended her, but okay. Y'all are weird. Let's see. Delisa, so divine in the chat. Shout out to you. She says, "I watched the show from the very beginning. They need some more color, if you ask me." Okay. Coffee's review says, "I never watched because I am from New York City, and the women do not reflect New York City. We are a diverse city." I agree. Why do you bring up Kenya in every situation? Because I can. Because I'm sitting in my house, in my chair, at my desk, speaking into my microphone, hooked up to my computer, which is hooked up to this camera, which is streaming through my YouTube channel. Keyword on my. Because I can. Lana says, "Was Ebony having fun after a teaching moment?" I saw Ebony having fun a lot of the times up until she was thrown with a whole bunch of microaggressions. But that's what I saw. I saw a comment. Shout out to Happy Sanford. They said, "Listen, Luann does have undertones of racism." Okay. So you saying she racist-ish? Soretta said, "Don't listen to the hate. They are weird, very weird. Very, very. But why do you bring up Kenya? I was just defending the lady about how she had to apologize about the Native American costume. Y'all don't even let me love on Kenya. Y'all don't let me defend Kenya. It's like if I defend the woman, y'all hate that. If I drag on the woman, y'all hate that too. Okay, I stand up for black women. Y'all hate that, but I don't. I talk trash about them. Y'all hate that too. Oh my goodness, you can't win for Nathan with y'all. You really can't. Rob J in the city said, "I just got here. What happened? Nothing. Just another day in America where we're talking about racism, child." SF says, "I don't watch the show. However, you are entitled to your opinions." True. This same person. MM says, "Ebony is flip-flopped." Ebony is a flip-flopper. She used to like Trump and drag Obama. That's really funny. Let me tell y'all a funny story. You know, The Apprentice used to be one of my favorite shows. I liked Donald Trump. I wouldn't say I was a fan of Donald Trump, but I mean, I didn't have nothing against him. I liked him and I gave him his ratings. Y'all know that he used to brag about having the #1 rated show on TV and whatnot with The Apprentice. And I had something to do with that because I was definitely watching that show. So I liked the guy. But then when Obama was in office, and I didn't know about Trump's political beliefs and his affiliations and things of that nature. But when Obama was in office and Trump did a YouTube video, I think this was like 2012, around that era. Trump did a YouTube video and said, "I demand Obama to release his birth certificate." And that's when the right wing and the Republicans started running this narrative down into the ground, this birtherism narrative. And that was the first time where I looked at Donald Trump differently. I was like, okay, I like this man. I mean, I liked him. He was cool. I liked his show. He seemed cool. He had a lot of black people on Celebrity Apprentice, so I never thought that the man was racist. I'm like, okay, he's casting black folk. He had Lanithia on there. He had Star Jones on there. He had what's that other woman name? Casper the Ghost, Latoya Jackson. Kenya Moore was on there. Vivica A. Fox was on there. Portia Williams was on there after Trump became president or during his candidacy, something like that. So I never thought the man was racist. I'm like, oh, he's giving black people jobs. Cool. And it wasn't until he went onto YouTube and said that I want to see Obama's birth certificate. We think he's from Asia, Africa, North and South America, Europe, Australia, and Antarctica. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, like he's definitely clicking, and I don't like this man no more. As soon as I found out that the man was a racist, I didn't stop liking him. So you're saying that she's a flip-flopper. She used to like Trump. I used to like Trump. A lot of black people used to like Trump until we found out who the hell he really was. She used to drag Obama, and then she switched up. Do your research, sweetie. Let's see. The next one says, Eboni went on Fox News and dragged Beyonce. What does that have to do with anything? Okay, she dragged Beyonce. What does that have to do with her being iced out? What does that have to do with Ramona Singer and her microaggressions? What does that have to do with Luann dressing up as Diana Ross for Halloween? Okay, not only did she have the afro, but she painted her skin dark. What does her drag, like what? Can Eboni not critique another black woman? I'm confused. What does that have to do with anything? Your points don't make any sense, sweetie. I'm sorry to break it to you, but you're clicking. You're not making no sense. Rob J in the city said, best believe I will be hitting the rewind and watching this video over again. Child, this video might be gone. I don't know if YouTube gonna want this up. Okay, I didn't drag the white folks and talked about race, and I don't know if I can keep this video up, y'all. This is not good. Sandy said, I like Trump too before he started getting clout off of Obama. I think a lot of black people did. Silly rabbit. Harley Quinn said, who in their right black mind likes Don, the dummy? She will drag black folks when it benefits her. I drag black folks for a living too. Like, I'm confused. Okay. Now, I'm not going to drag them like Candace Owens. Candace Owens hates black people. The way she critiques black people, I think it's okay to drag and critique black folk as long as you're doing it with love and with, in a lighthearted manner. But I think when you critique black people when black people critique other black people from a lens of hate, and when you try to pander for people that you try to make feel comfortable, aka white people, that's when it becomes evil. That's when it becomes a problem. You get what I'm saying? GB says, love you, Aaron. Love you more. Thank you so much. So, yeah. I ain't even mean to talk about that for that long, but y'all just was coming with the comments, and so I just had to come back. Okay, so anyways, thank y'all so much for joining me. Make sure you guys are liking the video on your way out, okay? Because we are about to log off. I think I'm going to do a podcast later on tonight, but I'm not making no promises. Don't hold me to that. So yes, like the video on your way out. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please turn on the bell button when you want to get notified when we go live and or post a video. Y'all, today I have on my hand the Fireside Nights body butter, and you can go ahead and pick it up in the description box down below. Thank y'all so much. A lot of y'all are saying that y'all love my t-shirt. Thanks. Shout out to T-Boz and them. Okay, Lisa Left Eye and what's her name? Chili. Everybody. What's that show that Chili had? Chili Wants a Man or some shit like that. Anyways, Myra says, love you, Aaron. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. The Capres. Oh, God. The Capres and MM. Between y'all two. Bringing up my blood pressure. Now, they said, we will be back tonight to harass you on the podcast. You're more than welcome. I love it. I love the engagement. Keep on clicking. Keep on commenting. I love it. Chris, for New York governor in 2022. Thank you so much for tuning in. Aisha said MM is bored. Yikes. Thank you so much, Happy Sanford. Anyways, I love y'all. And don't forget to create a great rest of your Friday. I will see y'all later. Bye.